Alright, ZTV and Maniacs. If you've been watching these videos in order, as part of our extra video with Super Mario 64, where I finally finished that game, I kind of filmed this game as like a little bonus, but I've totally grown infatuated with this game, so I wanted to kind of cover it in a little bit greater detail. This is Hades, and it's amazeballs. Alright, so we're coming out here. This is basically a roguelike type game where we hack up lots of stuff. So I wanted to show you the game in a more advanced phase. We've got our pal Thanatos here. We've got more characters to talk to. Let's talk to old Hades here.
Now, boy, our resources director informs me you've advanced in rank.
Yep.
Commendable. That's all.
Alright.
Thank you.
We can pet our doggo friend.
Who's the best three-headed boy?
Aw, give him pets. We can talk to him too.
Cerberus is too busy living in the lap of luxury to pay much heed.
But he's a doggo.
Back soon, boy.
We can perform renovations, the likes of which you can't even imagine.
Here's something I found on the web. According to all.org, I can't imagine living without. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
Let's build a painting. I didn't even realize that I
How about this, contractor?
asked my echo anything.
Somebody will enjoy it around here, even if it's just a painted skeleton.
Well, who doesn't like a painted...
Painted skeleton yourself.
Who doesn't like a painted skeleton? Add the discreet new western entrance to the lounge. Ooh, let's do it.
Well, maybe I can use this to avoid Father's withering gaze and unwanted feedback.
You think you can avoid me through there, boy?
You know, if you're gonna do that, you might want to not do it when Hades is right there. Telling him that that's your plan. And we'll make
Well, I don't see why not.
more
There's
paintings.
a place of honor around here. How about right over there on that wall?
So these gems. So,
Surely is unwanted attention such as that.
man, everything I do, he talks shit about. So there we go. We spent our gems to unlock shiny things. See, now I can get into the lounge this way. Ooh, see, look at that. Tricky.
You made it pretty far last time.
I made it all the way through last time.
See you out there?
Alright, let's talk to the chef.
Spice is working out all right.
We gave the chef the fish we caught in our last run. He gives us stuff. I also found out about this trader where you can trade your unwanted items for other items. You can trade gems for keys, keys for nectar, nectar you use to give to your friends. It improves your relationship and helps you unlock stuff. Keys will unlock certain abilities. I may have explained this in the previous video, but just to reiterate, we've unlocked everything we can unlock with keys, at least as far as I know. This game seems to keep throwing new stuff at me every now and then, even though I've played it for 200 hours at this point. Diamonds you use to purchase unlockables, like we just did. Ambrosia is like a higher version of nectar. When you get your relationships to a certain level, you can give them ambrosia. Titan blood we use to power up our weapons. And boy, do we have weapons. Oh yeah, here's the house board. You can see who the top employee is. As far as I'm aware, this is a random.
Excellent work, Cerberus.
Good job. Let's go give him some more pets.
I mean, old father's nice to you, at least, isn't he, boy?
Oh. Look how happy he is. Here's Persephone. We convinced her to come back down and hang out with us in Tartarus. Oh, there's Dusa.
Zacharias, I wanted to talk some more if you're available. I mean, if you're free. I mean, if...
Of course, too, sir. Where should we chat? The lounge, or maybe somewhere more private?
Somewhere more private, please, if that's okay. Thank...
Oh, we're gonna have a private talk with Dusa. Oh, man.
Zacharias, so ever since you told me you had feelings for me, it's
Oh, God.
like my whole mind is on fire. I haven't been able to think straight or get anything done. It's all been so much.
I'm sorry, Dusa. I put a lot on you, and maybe I shouldn't have, since I'm the prince and everything, as you point out, and sometimes I forget myself. I'd never pressure you, it's just I thought you had these feelings for me too.
Oh, man.
I do have feelings for you, Sully. That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's just...
It's just what? Whatever it is, it's okay. You can be yourself with me, Dusa, I promise.
Oh, man.
I'm glad you put it that way. I'm not looking for an intimate relationship.
Oh, okay.
You're the kindest soul in this whole house. And I've learned so much from you. But when I really think about my feelings, I'm just not attracted to you in that way. I'm sorry. You're a really nice guy.
Dusa just friend-zoned us.
Oh, look, there's nothing to apologize for, not at all. In fact, all this is relief. I've learned a lot from you too, and I cherish our friendship for what it is. Do you think that we can still be friends? Or is it better that you didn't see me anymore?
Oh.
I don't think that. Though, I was going to ask you the same thing. I'd really like it if you'd be my friend.
Okay.
No, my career comes first, so I don't want you doing any special favors. Promise me. I need to see how far I can get on my own.
Alright, that's fair.
I respect that so much, and yes, I promise to, sir. So, well then, friends? For all eternity?
Alright, we're friends.
Yes, friends. For all eternity. Now, I had better go. See you, okay?
Bye, Dusa.
We got friend-zoned. Which is just as well, because, you know, I scored with some of the other characters that are available. But I got better at playing this thing. Alright. There's also all these different
Is this what the
packs.
fates have planned for me?
So we can get all these different things. If we get to unlock all this stuff, we get powers. Alright. This is important.
How's it going,
Oh,
Skelly?
Skelly has stuff to say.
Say, mate, I picked up a painting for our lounge that looked a little like yourself. Reminds me, have you ever even been inside? Should come join us sometime.
Yeah.
Ah, you know what? I appreciate that there, boyo. Those kind of social spaces are not really for me. I kind of like it out here. Just me, these bats whizzing around from time to time. Besides, the old contract makes it pretty clear I gotta stay right here.
Oh, there's a contract?
What if I picked you up bodily and brought you in? Contract have anything to say about that?
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't fly.
We also unlocked other things to decorate our room with, including a picture of a naked chick, or Aphrodite, and a board game
Perhaps I'll never meet my match.
of some sort that nobody will ever play with us. And some weights that belong to Hercules that I can't
It's unliftable.
do anything with. Only Hercules is man enough to lift that stuff. So we got different weapons here. Now I'm going to show you these weapons.
Come, Stygius.
Each weapon has different aspects that you can unlock via the and power up with the Titan's bloods that we collect. So this is the standard sword. I'm going to show you the different weapons here, just in case we didn't. So this is the standard sword. So you can do strikes, you can Nova Smash, and you can dash strike. Now each weapon, as you play, you'll eventually, through the story or various things, unlock a bonus aspect that you have to pay some Titan blood to unlock, but it basically turns the weapon into a totally new weapon. So for the sword, you get the aspect of Arthur, which turns it into Excalibur. And you can see it's very slow, but it hits very hard. And when you do your special attack with it, it creates this barrier. Any enemy that gets in this barrier is slowed down, and also you also take less damage while you're hanging around in there. Okay?
Should take my spear.
So now here's the spear. The spear has a wide dashing strike, and you can throw it out and call it back to you. So it has we killed Skelly. It has a ranged attack. And then, so you have 3 different aspects, one of which just increases the damage, range, and speed of special, one of which, instead of calling the spear back to you, you dash to it. The one I usually use is the aspect of Hades, which turns when you hold it down the button, you can do this sweep attack. And with the aspect of Hades, when you hit anybody with the sweep attack, they take extra damage. The hidden aspect is the aspect of our hero Guan Yu.
Looking good.
Now the problem with if you use the Guan Yu aspect, it cuts your life in half. But it does let your spin attack becomes that bladed attack like that, which will actually absorb some health. And it also changes the throwing attack. I don't like using it because I don't like taking the hit point penalty. Now we've got the shield. Now the shield actually is my favorite weapon.
Good to go.
If you hold down the attack, you can block anything in front of you. And then you can do a charging attack when you let go. Now you can also throw the shield and it'll bounce back and forth between multiple enemies. Basically the shield lets you be Captain America. Now one of the aspects is the aspect of Zeus, which makes it into Blitz Disc.
Alright.
So when I throw it out, the disc just kind of flows out on its own, and then when you call it back, you can do this kind of wacky nonsense. I don't know. That to me seems just too much like work. Then we have the aspect of Beowulf, which actually you take more damage if you use this, but it changes your moveset.
All set.
The regular attacks are slower but hit harder. But when you usually have this attack called a cast, which is different types of shots, and you can power it up as you complete the run. When you're using the Shield of Beowulf, you load the casts into your shield, and then when you do the bull rush, they all burst at once. And it's actually pretty powerful. Especially if you get a good cast, you just create this big effect that does lots of damage. Okay, we got the bow. And I'm going to show you the regular bow first.
Let's test the bond between us.
So there's different versions of the bow. I like the aspect of Hera because it kind of loads it loads your casts into your arrow so that when you shoot it, it does that. And then your special attack is like a spread type attack. If you use the aspect of Chiron, it alters your special attack a little bit, so that whatever you hit with your regular attack gets marked. Come on, Skelly, come back.
Alright, back to work.
He's marked, and then the arrows will seek him out. The aspect of Rama is one of the best weapons in the game, in my opinion. You can shoot these out. They have minor seeking and bouncing properties, but whatever you hit, you'll notice there's a mark above his head. That will split the damage of that shot between any enemy that's marked. So this is a really powerful weapon, in my opinion.
Didn't hurt.
Oh yeah? Alright.
I think I'll try.
Now we've got the rail. Whoops. Now the rail has to be manually reloaded, which I'm not particularly crazy about. It also has a bomb attack. The best aspect for the rail, in my opinion, is the aspect of Hestia, which after you reload, your next shot is empowered. Notice how it did 150 damage. So you can make it. So basically, it's kind of like a Gears of War type effect, where after you reload, your next bullet's going to do big damage. I like to call it the Gears of War shot. There's also the hidden aspect is the aspect of Lucifer, which makes it shoot out a laser beam, which does pretty good damage, but you can't really move while you're using it, which I don't care for. It also turns the special attack into these Hellfire bombs, which do damage to anything that's near them. You can also shoot the bombs to make them explode. They do good damage. And like I say, I often say that there aren't any really bad weapons or gear in this game. It's just everything kind of... It depends on the play style of the person playing. And we got the glove.
Let me see you
So,
for what you truly are.
the best regular aspect, in my opinion, is the aspect of Demeter. So you do this, you do really fast attacks. You can uppercut. The dash attacks are also pretty good. So after I hit 12 regular strikes, you'll see now my cutter's charged. So now when I do the uppercut, it does more hits. So with this, I can do mega damage. You can after I hit enough regular hits, then I get to land one big hit. There's also a magnetic cutter, which pulls enemies towards me, and then it lets me do more damage. The hidden aspect is the aspect of Gilgamesh. Gives you a new moveset. Your regular attacks are more powerful, are slower, but it hits harder. This thing really hits like very hard. And then your dashing uppercut, which is your dashing special, notice how it puts that rend effect above the enemy? And that's basically when you hit somebody with that, they'll both take and dish out more damage, and after 4 seconds they take a big chunk of damage, so watch. So that does 400 damage. That's really powerful. So this weapon is actually our bonus weapon for this run. Each time at random, one of these weapons will be a bonus weapon, and you'll get more darkness and more, because I've made it so with a renovation, you get more gems. So, now because the first time you clear the game, you unlock the Pact of Punishment, which lets us take various penalties to make the game harder, but enables us to get more bounties, which are Titan's Blood and all that other stuff that we want. So I'm going to take, let's see, I got to add one more to get this heat up to maximum. So I'm going to add Lasting Consequences. So we have the heat up to 6. And you can see I haven't earned any bounties for level 6 with this weapon. Each level of heat and each weapon you can get a new set of bounties with, which is a Titan's Blood for the first level, a Diamond for the second level, an Ambrosia for the third level, and then another Titan's Blood for the fourth level if you beat the game. So, just to give you a description of these, hard labor means the enemies hit harder. Lasting consequences means you restore less life when you get life up items. Convenience fee raises the price of items, which I hate. Jury summons adds more monsters. Extreme measures powers up the bosses. So for each level of this you do, one boss gets extreme measures and they get new abilities and stuff like that. Calisthenics gives all the monsters more health. Benefits package makes armored monsters have more perks, which can be dangerous. Middle management adds powers to the mini bosses that you fight. Underworld customs forces you to purge one of your boons to leave a level, although you do get money for purging a boon. Forced overtime increases the move and attack speed of the enemies. Heightened security is very dangerous. It increases the damage that the traps do. Routine inspection removes your capabilities from the Mirror of Night. Damage control. All foes have one or more basically armor hits that you have to blow off before you can do any damage. Approval process reduces the amount of choices you get when you get to take a boon or an item. Tight deadline gives you a time limit. Alright.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, the worst that could happen is we die. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a run.
Good.
Alright, we're getting Hades right off of the bat. What's he going to give us?
There is no problem war cannot sort out.
Alright, if you say so. Your attack inflicts doom, your special inflicts doom, your cast does... Alright, I'm going to re-roll these, because special inflicts doom would be great because it would double with the rend. But it's not a rare or epic one, so I'm going to re-roll and try for something better. Alright, well we'll take an epic attack inflicts doom, that's fine. Doom basically puts like a thing on him that after a second or two does a big chunk of damage. So it works in tandem. Like if I do the rend that my dash uppercut does, Doom will actually stack with that, so they'll take 2 chunks of damage at the end. But we can use a regular attack and the dash uppercut, and we can kind of chain combo this. So this is all right. I can dig it. Works with our dash attack too, so we can dash around and inflict doom on people. So all right, good. Sometimes you get some. That's a key that doesn't do us much good. All right, so we can take either this is a buff from Artemis, and this is money. I don't like the buffs from Artemis too much, like on my attacks, because they just add critical, like a chance of critical, and they don't add much damage, which I don't really like, because I don't like RNG very much. But we'll take Artemis has some good supplemental buffs, so we'll see what she gives us. Otherwise, we could have taken money, which is always useful, but sometimes you got to make a choice, like what would be better. So like for a boss enemy, I can dash in, give him the uppercut to do rend or maim, and then I can give him a regular attack and inflict doom, and that'll do a lot of damage. All right, so let's see what Artemis gives us here.
Well, Zachary, is you getting out of there this time, or am I going to have to keep on hunting by myself for the time being? Probably.
All right, special is stronger. Ooh, okay. Or that's a pretty good damage buff, plus a critical of chance. True shot. Later, the better I've gotten at this game and the more experience I've gotten, the less I actually use my cast. And then a straight up 3% chance of any hit to be a critical hit. I'm going to take the 3% critical chance. And my logic behind that is I'm going to see if Poseidon shows up on this run. Different gods tend to have different folk themes for what boons they give you. So like Artemis' stuff focuses around the critical effect. Ares' stuff focuses around that doom effect. Poseidon's focuses on knockback. And knockback would be good to go with the dashing uppercut because it would put that looming maim attack effect on him, but then it would also push him away. But usually, only maybe 3-ish gods will appear on a run, and the other ones really won't. Okay, so this is a Palm of Power. This will power up one of our boons. So I'm going to put it on the Doom damage. Okay, so now this next room will have Darkness. Now this is a Chaos Gate, and I don't know if I explained these in my previous video. But when you go down a Chaos Gate, first we're going to take some damage just to go in. And here's Chaos. Okay. Okay. So basically, what happens in the Chaos realm is you get your choice of boons. Every boon is going to force you to take some kind of a penalty for a certain number of rooms, and then after it goes away, then it will. Then the penalty goes away and it turns into some kind of a buff. So, okay, so the first one is our max life is going to go down by 38 points, and then after it clears, we're going to get one more use of cast. Not really a fan of that. For this one, every time I do a special, which is my uppercut, I'm going to take 5 points damage, and then afterwards my cast damage will go up by 36. That's crap, at least for me. And then for the next 4, every enemy I kill drops a bomb. But then when it clears, I'm going to get 82% more damage on my special. We'll take that. I'm willing to dodge bombs for a while to get an 82% increase in my special damage. That sounds like a good trade-off to me. Later on in the game, usually I don't take the Chaos rooms after the first world because it's too easy for you to get something that could really screw up your run. But early on in the game, it's like, it's easy. It's usually pretty easy. So I was like, I'm willing to take the chance. Okay, so we got a key. Now, because of an edict that I performed, getting a key, also, which while worthless in and of itself, also gives me another faded something or another, so I can re-roll stuff. So that's kind of useful. All right. So I'm going to spend a little gold here, and I'm going to get see on the bottom here I have Faded Persuasion. Basically, that's like a reroll. So if I don't like any of this crap, I can try to reroll it. I'm going to take this one because this is going to give us an upgraded rarity on our next boon. So, because I want something good on my special attack. I already got the Doom effect on my regular attack, but I want something good on my special. So Demeter's in the next room. She has a good chance of giving us something good.
You and me.
These from Scrubs. Oh yeah, I also have a support item. You get later on in the game. You get support. Okay, so let's see what Demeter gives me.
Lord Ares already got hold of you, has he? He's good at making mortals kill each other, yes. But he has utterly no knack for subtlety.
Well, he's a god of war. What do you expect? Alright. So, these are all pretty good. So, I'm probably going to just take Frost Flurry. So, Mistral Dash, when I dash, kind of has like a chill effect that goes forward. That's pretty good. Rare Crop turns all of our boons common, and then afterwards, every 3 encounters, as you see, it increases their rarity. That's good. If you get that early in the game, that's really good. Because eventually they'll go like heroic or legendary, which can be very powerful. But I don't really have anything good to upgrade at this point. Plus, like, my regular attack is already epic. So, I'm going to just take Special Stronger. So now that'll inflict chill. Now her thing, as you can expect, as you can probably guess, is chill, which slows enemies down, and you can power it up with other effects. So that's going to basically double my special damage, plus it's going to inflict chill. So that's pretty good. Again, I was kind of hoping for Poseidon because I thought the knockback effect would be useful, but I'm not gonna complain about having that one either. Again, like I say, a lot of this stuff, while these are effects and stuff that I like and they work for me, depending on another player's playstyle, they may like different stuff entirely. That's the cool thing about this game. I keep running into these spikes. Alright, so we're going to grab the gemstones. I have an edict that whenever I grab gemstones, I also get some extra health. Or not extra health, extra gold. So this is a trove. So the trove, you can either have gold or different things in it. For gold, it starts at 150. And as I'm fighting these enemies, it's going to tick down. I'm just going to drop my special on them. And it ticks down. So the faster I kill all the enemies, the more benefit I'm going to get from the actual trove. So it went down from 150 to 125. So I get 125 for Clarendon. Very nice, because here comes the shop. Shop is pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to buy my weapon upgrade here.
I can use this.
Alright. So now the hammer gives you a choice of weapon upgrades, so I can pick one of these. So I can do Breaching Cross, Draining Cutter, or Flying Cutter. I like Draining Cutter because that kind of lets me heal throughout, because when I'm using the Gilgamesh fists, I do use my special a lot. So this time, anytime I kill an enemy with my special, it's going to give me 2% of my health back. And then I'm going to buy some heals because I'm kind of hurt. Now here's Charon. He's the friendly boat shopkeeper. Every once in a while, in his vicinity, you'll see a bag of money. If you see the bag of money, you can take it, but you'll piss Charon off and you'll have to fight him in a hidden battle. He's very tough. If you can beat him, you will earn a discount card, which for the rest of that run knocks 20% off the price of anything in the shop. Personally, I don't think it's worth it. Although there is a Fates quest that you have to do to beat him twice in a row, so. Now notice that I got a couple of hit points back from killing him.
Who's next?
Alright, we got some hit points back. Okay, so I got that Curse of Chaos lifted. That's good.
Should be something useful here.
No, there really wasn't. Man, I guess we can buy a few gems. Alright, I'm going to take the nectar. I passed various things that will, when I get certain items like throughout the rooms, I'll get other benefits too. So like if I get, see, notice how I'm jumping through these easy monsters, but I'm getting my health back. That's why I like Draining Cutter as a boon for this weapon. So I got some heals as a result of that. as a result of killing these guys. Very useful. One of the more useful benefits for the fist, in my opinion. Especially if you're using the Gilgamesh one, which results... Okay, so this is a nectar. Now, also, because of the edict I passed, I also get a +1 level to one of my boons at random when I grab a nectar. Frostfall. Okay, so that's going to power up my uppercut. That's good. Can't complain about that. So now we'll get a Palm of Power in the next room. That'll also give me a +1 level, but I'll actually get to pick what boon it gets it.
A Palm of Power.
Okay, so we'll power up the Doom effect.
Juicy.
Okay, now this is a room of hell. You have to have a certain heat level to be able to do these, and we're gonna do it because if I do it, I get a reward. And also, my other choice is to go in the shop, but I don't really have any money, enough money to buy anything. So we're gonna take this to go into these rooms. Like I said, you have to have enough heat level selected. To clear this, I have to defeat all the enemies in the room
My wretches.
without taking a hit.
Let's go, you wretches.
And we got these little crappers. I hate these guys. I'm gonna let them blow themselves up. So if I take a hit, I'm gonna instead of getting anything good, I'm gonna get a crappy item that's gonna give me a couple of hit points back, and even worse,
Lucky shot.
I get an onion, and I get 1 hit point back.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
But in the next room I get a choice of better things. So I'm not gonna take the shop. We could take an Artemis buff, or we could take a Hermes buff, which I'm gonna go for that because Hermes buffs are all utility based. Oh, and I get it for free. All right. So what are you gonna give me, Hermes? Well, let's see. Faster movement, faster attack, or... Okay, I'm going to take faster attack. Man, look at that. Alright, time to face a Fury Sister. Or all three.
Erinye's ready. You ready, Megara? To Tiffany?
Because we have extreme measures turned on, the Fury Sister gets help from her sisters. So you have to fight multiple of them at once. Oh man, look at that. Look at that effect of that rapid fire attack. That did some serious pain. Of course now they're shooting all kinds of... Since there's all three of them attacking me at once, they're dropping all kinds of crap on me. Alright, that fight went very well. Since this is our first time this run, we're going to get a Titan Blood and with some gems. I passed an edict that says I get some gems when I clear a boss. Alright, so we get some health back.
Enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel.
I'm sure will. We get a chance to buy some stuff. Nothing I really want. We can also, this is where I was telling you where you can purge something and get some money back. We're not going to do it, I just wanted to show it to you. Because actually we got some good buffs here. This case is our keepsakes. The first time you give a nectar to one of these characters, they give you a keepsake that you can equip, and it gives you various benefits. I like the one that Cerberus gave me because it just adds 50 life points. Gives me more max health. I like that. But some of them will give you more of a chance to get boons from certain gods. So different stuff. Even Hades himself gives us one after a while. Then you also have these summon powers. You have to spend ambrosia to level these up so that you can use them more. And I haven't used all these myself. I like the one that I got from Sisyphus and his pal Boldy because it drops a boulder. Boldy falls on a guy. It falls somewhere. Like, I can't figure out how to really aim it at what I want. But what's more important to me is that it drops a few health items and some other stuff. So I kind of use it as like, somebody best described it as like a supply drop. You get some. It's useful because I get some health back.
Up we go then.
And that's useful to me in a pinch. But anyway, let's go up to level 2. Like I said, I kind of want to give a more deep explanation of this game.
Hot up here.
Alright, so here we are in Asphodel. This is like hell. We're just going to get darkness. Now, I passed an edict that whenever I get darkness as a chamber reward, I get an extra 5 max life added on. So we're doing a lot of damage this run, but we don't have much in the way of health or defense at this point. So we're kind of glass cannon-y. Alright. I'm going to take this. Whenever you see this exclamation point one, you usually want to take this because it's going to introduce us to a helpful character who will give us one of 3 powerful benefits.
They're both here.
Oops.
Look who, Orphe.
Oh man.
Orpheus tells
It's
me
Eurydice
you're
and
a good
Orpheus.
friend. Thanks, hon.
Aw. So she will give me one of 3 powerful effects. It will upgrade 2 of my the ambrosia will upgrade any 2 of the boons I currently have to the next rarity. This one will give me a +1 level to any 4 of my boons, and this one will make the next 3 boons I find have upgraded rarity. I'm going to take that one.
Come right up.
Why, thank you.
So that means the next 3 boons we find are going to be more a higher level one, so that benefits us a lot. I think having the Gilgamesh gloves also lets us dash more often. Which is useful. We kind of just dash around at random, or not, well, maybe not at random, but we kind of zip around and hit and run a lot. I kind of like doing the hit and run style, so for me this is a good weapon setup. We got a trove and a shop here. That's good. Alright. So let's see what kind of stuff we can get. So here's a shop.
Something I need.
Okay, I'm gonna buy it. This gives us an extra use of our summon. I'm gonna take that because it kind of pays for itself because he drops some money as part of his deal. Okay, so we only have we can't. Wow, there's a lot in this room. Jesus. We need 10 heat to go in here. There's like 4. Okay. Okay. Well, let's take the treasure trove because we can get some gems.
All right, Precious, get to work.
You know, if my boss talked to me like that, I'd be like, you know what? You just called me a wretch. Sometimes you can get healing from these treasure troves. All right, well we got a lot of gems. We got 61 gems, plus a bonus because we're using the bonus weapon. Okay, so I can take an Ares buff, a Zeus buff. Wow, I got way too many choices here. Or I can just say screw it and go see what Chaos wants to give me. I don't, like I said, after the first world, I don't like taking the Chaos. God, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Ares, I think, because maybe I'll get. There's a boon you can get that like makes it so that the Doom effect doesn't activate for a bit, but it makes it more powerful. And I usually like to take that one. This is a mini boss. Basically, their strategy is the Gorgon head tries to turn you to stone so that the big rock thing falls on your head. Once you kill the Medusa head, this boss is pretty easy because the other thing can't really do much.
Enough of that.
Yeah, get rid of them. These are all good, but I'm gonna give me something else.
I'd like to see more options.
Okay, this is the one I was talking about. So it takes 0.5 seconds more, but it's going to do 70% more damage. Ooh, I think I heard a fish. Yep, there's a fish. See this glowing thing? Eventually you'll get a casting rod that lets you fish.
What lurks in the river Phlegethon?
I've learned to just wait for the flat till you see the flash. Don't pay attention to the. Okay, this thing has a little extra money. You trade these fish in at the chef in the lounge at base, and he gives you like gems and stuff for them. So. He's worth. The fishes are worth our time. Alright, we got Palm of Power. We'll take more Doom damage because it's going to increase with that. Okay, so this would let us purge some boons. I'm not going to do it, but I want you to see that it's there. I usually don't like to sell my boons unless either I desperately need the money to buy an extra life because I've lost one, or I feel like the run is toast and I'm in the last area and I want to try to buy the Titan. Because in the last area, and if we get that far, you'll see it. You can buy possibly either a diamond or a Titan's blood. They cost a lot of money, so normally you won't have a chance to get it. But it's like if I feel the run is toast, I will try to get enough cash to buy one or the other. So it's like, so that like I at least feel like I got something out of the run. Like, hey, I didn't clear the run, but at least I got a diamond. Or something like that. We're doing a lot of damage, but I'm very concerned that we haven't gotten a lot of health upgrades yet this run. I'm very concerned about that. Our offensive capabilities are good, but usually this game kind of balances itself out. Alright, how are we doing? So we can either take the shop or we can go for a health upgrade. I'm going to take the health upgrade. I don't like to go into the shop unless I have at least 250 gold. And this turned out to be good because this is a freebie room.
That's a relief.
And just in time because we're coming up to the boss. I can drop a boldy on him and get a little health back though, so that's not so bad. And there's love. Now the extreme measures for this boss
Wonderful to see you once again.
makes it so that the room is a small set of islands, so that there's more lava and stuff you have to be careful of. Now he's going to turn himself invincible and summon some of his pals. I have to dispose of the other heads before I can continue to damage the main one. I'm going to drop Boldy on him. Now he's going to summon a bunch more heads. I've got a couple of the heads. Nice! Alright, we got through it without losing the guy.
Can you reconstitute again? That's my bounty.
So we got a diamond because, again, this is our first run on 6 heat with the fists. If you've already claimed a bounty, you just get some darkness, which actually is nice because darkness heals me because I have a effect unlocked.
I'll pay for that.
Okay. Well, we're doing okay.
Enough of this place.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, this place is like hell. This is like hell.
Much nicer climate.
Alright, so now we're in Elysium. So here's my hammer. You get 2 hammer. You pretty much always get 2 hammer upgrades per run. Usually you get 1 in the first world and 1 in the third. Although sometimes you don't get your first one until the second world. And like I said, these can really change how you approach things. Now these warrior guys will turn into little... After you kill them, they turn into little souls. And you have to kill the soul, otherwise it'll turn into a new enemy. Or otherwise it'll respawn into an enemy. Alright, what are we going to get? Special becomes a flying kick. Dash upper deals 100% damage, plus 100% damage. That's a good one. Or hold special. Yeah, I'm going to take the dash upper because we have that rending effect. I'll be right back. I have to go to the facilities. Darkness or a key. I'm going to take darkness because that's also going to give me HP. Not a lot of HP, mind you, but dude, I just got hit really hard by that thing. I hate these little chariot things.
All set.
Alright, got a little health back.
What's for sale?
Give me some heals. This will keep the flame wheels from appearing. I don't care that much about them that I want to. Or I'm taking the health upgrade. I need health at this point.
Bright swords. Punching practice then.
Punch him. Alright. Look at this door. Get him. That thing counts as an enemy, so I get a little health back when I. Oh, God, these things are dangerous, man. I lost 60 health from them. Alright, health upgrade. Tough choice here. This guy will give us some beneficial stuff, or we can go to the shop. Well, we'll go to the shop. Or we'll go to this guy, rather.
Welcome back. It's good to see you again, stranger. You don't mind if I keep calling you that, no? Couldn't
Sure, that's
find a
fine.
better nickname.
Don't mind at all, Patroclus, sir. Coming from you, I consider it a term of endearment.
You have my thanks for that.
Okay, so we can take one of 3 different benefits from him. Kiss of Sticks Premium. That will give us all of our lives back if we lost any, which we haven't. So, Hydrolite Gold will restore, will give us some health back for each chamber that we enter. Or we can increase our damage by 60% for the next 10 battles. I'm going to take this because I'm kind of low on life.
All yours.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, let's take a buff from Aphrodite. God, these things hit hard. I mean, they die quick, but God, don't take a point blank shot from them. think it's better to just dash through, hit a couple of times, and then run. Oh, man, we got him with a trap. See, now these guys got to hit him from behind. Think of them like, think of them from being like Dark Nuts from The Legend of Zelda.
Maybe Aphrodite.
Dearest Rye, I sense your heart is very full indeed.
Ooh,
You
yeah.
positively emanate with love. You must have grown quite close to many dear to you.
Oh.
Perhaps so you may do the same with me. I'm so delighted to have seen your spirit shine.
Is that what we're calling it now? Alright.
Hey.
Resist some damage, health upgrades are worth more, or dash deals damage and foot's weak. I'm gonna take... See, this life affirmation is really good, but it's usually one I like to take early on if I can get it. But I'm gonna take it anyway because we're still kind of low. We're not doing great on health.
Let's see what's in here.
Apparently I did well enough to improve my relationship with Aphrodite because I now opened up a opportunity to give her another
Hey, got
thing.
anything else?
Yeah, give me some healths and let me drop boldly on people again. That's good, okay. And there's a chaos if we want it. Okay, here comes a trial of the gods. Now, trial of the gods will give us 2 boons. The problem is we have to fight for the second one. We also have a fish. Can I fish? Alright, let's get our fish.
That's one more fish for me.
I got a fish. So I can choose between either Aphrodite or Artemis. Whichever one I don't take is going to get pissed at me, and then I have to do a fight to get the other boon. Now, whichever one I piss off is going to have a different effect on how the battle. So, we're going to take Aphrodite.
Why, thank you, love.
And I'm going to take Dying Lament because when anybody who gets killed, it's going to damage anybody around them and also inflict weak on them, which will weaken the damage that they do.
Zacharias, but this wouldn't be the first.
Artemis is butthurt, so now she's going to attack me while I do this battle. And afterwards, everything's going to be okay, and she's going to give me the buff anyway. See, all these green rings are like she's trying to shoot me down because I pissed her off because I didn't take her buff first. This is how the gods in ancient Greece operate. They just try to mess with you and say, "Hey, pick me! Don't pick me! Oh, you didn't pick me? Well, I'm gonna shoot arrows at you." Aphrodite's is annoying because she shoots all these stun rays that leave you open to get chopped up by the monsters. So I'd rather dodge all this crap that Artemis is shooting at me than deal with her. Alright, see, I get a buff in
I think you know when you're on mountaintop, or I'd have shot you for that stunt myself.
That strike deals more damage. Ooh, that's a good one.
Just guide my hand.
I was hoping for, she has one called, I forget what it's called, but like, it makes it so that every time you hit something, another arrow comes out and like homes in on somebody and does a little extra damage. and that's a good like support one. But I don't know, like I said, we got lots of capability of doing damage. I'll say that. I did 50. I think I did a critical hit. I did like 1,500 to that other thing. Lots of capability for damage. I'm just a little concerned about the health situation. Hopefully I'll get the opportunity to pick up a couple more health power-ups before the end of the run. Especially because I took that other Aphrodite buff. Also, we haven't gotten a call this run. That also kind of makes me nervous. Palm of Power or money? Tough choice. Let's go with money. The Palms of Power, it's kind of the old diminishing returns. The more you power them up, the less each one. And most of my primary buffs are doing pretty good. So. Okay, we got some cash. Oh, good. We're gonna get this shot. I'll buy stuff. Hopefully, health is among them. No health? Well, well, actually, we're pretty well. Alright.
Here's the fee.
Going to re-roll.
What else we got?
Okay, Aphrodite's Aid. That's a great one. Aphrodite's Aid. Okay, so once you get a call, you get this little god meter that shows up under your health, and there's 4 portions to it. If you have 1 portion, you can do the regular call. Now, for Aphrodite, what it does is it will charm an enemy for a few seconds, let them attack other enemies. But if you have it maxed out, the god gauge maxed out, you can do a greater call, which does a more powerful effect. So in Aphrodite's case, the greater call will not only charm the enemy, but it'll also do 2,500 damage, which is a lot. So I will take that all day and twice on Sundays. Alright, and let's get a Palm of Power. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to fight the bosses of this world. Which are these dorks.
You think that you can get through me again, Hellspawn? Come try.
These guys are annoying. So I'm going to tag them both with a maim right away.
A serious
they have some double team attacks that they can do now that they had some. Part of the story was they were having some a little bit of a spat, or Theseus was depressed because they kept on kicking his ass. So they had a little spat. Now they're friends again, and they've unlocked a new special attack because they've discovered the power of friendship. Or something. I noticed that whenever one of the attacks Theseus does is he'll sit and aim, and then he'll throw his spear at you. And I notice whenever he does that, after he throws the spear, he turns his back for several seconds, which leaves him open to attack. See, now watch. He's going to throw the spear. Now Theseus is eventually going to get pissed at me and he's going to start summoning his gods to attack. And I'm going to use that opportunity to get some cheap hits in. Aphrodite's call works great on these guys because you can make them fight each other. Alright, the bull is down. And my rend effect killed him. Beautiful.
They say to never meet your heroes. Thank you for your support, my shade.
Got an ambrosia. Alright. Going in the last world. We'll get some heals. Last world.
Yes.
Or last area, or whatever you want to call it.
Just got to get through Cerberus up there. That's a lot of coin.
So, in the last world, ooh, I heard a fish. There it is. So, we have to get past Cerberus. We can't fight him.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. We have to find a sack of meat to bait him out, to make him move. And we will find that sack of meat in one of these tunnels at random. Charon has set up a shop where we can buy all sorts of stuff. We can buy an anvil, which will delete one of our weapon buffs and give us 2 others at random. I like the weapon buffs we have, so I'm not going to do that. You will also have the opportunity to either buy a Titan Blood or a Diamond. They're quite expensive. We can also, so I'm going to grab a health upgrade. And I'll buy one of these.
Good enough to eat.
And I'll increase our critical chance from 3% to 4%. Alright. So I kind of... Now there's 2 skull rooms, which will have possibly stronger enemies and possibly a boss. So I usually save these 2 for last. If I don't find... The sack is... The bait that I need to lure Cerberus out is in one of these at random. So I usually go through them by order of which ones I would need the most. So I'm going to start with this one. And they'll basically have a bunch of rooms that we'll have to fight through with various critters. Including these assholes. They spit... a lot of the enemies in here can poison you. If you get poisoned, you'll take damage until you take a drink from one of these green fountain-looking things.
Tasty.
These giant rats will just sit here and crap out poison puddles, or they'll try to bite you. But since they're on the other side of the thing, and I can hit them from here... See, I got poisoned. I wanted to lure him out so I could be in a more safe spot to hit him. Sometimes there'll be shops and other things along the way here too. And also sometimes there'll be giant trap things, which, if used properly, can be beneficial because they can also hit the enemies. Crap, where's the thing? Okay. Not so good. We took some damage. Oh, yeah, yeah. See that rat? Popped himself, basically. Damn it, lost a life. Oh, these stones are annoying. The rats are pretty dumb. Alright, that was a disaster. That probably killed our chances of finishing this run. Especially if I lose another guy. I'm basically screwed. I can lose one guy and still clear the run, but if I lose two, I'm usually dead. Unless I have an absolutely broken build. I'm taking this one next because hopefully, sometimes Demeter gives you well, these little, seeing some of these little rats is great because they're easy to kill. I can kill them in one punch with my uppercut and I'll get easy health back. Now at this point we're also kind of hoping that we run into a shop that lets us buy an extra life. Having Aphrodite's buff is also beneficial here because it might give me the chance to turn some of these mobs on each other. What the beep was that? I don't know. That was really bad. You can actually use these switches to trigger the traps to try to drop them on the monsters. See, that's the crappy thing. Is like I can try to sit here and play carefully, but I'm eventually gonna take a dumb hit from something. They can turn on each other. I'm gonna sit here and crap out poison.
The goddess Demeter.
I'm gonna re-roll this once.
How about some other boons instead?
That's gonna heal. That I took for the heals. Now hopefully I can get an extra guy. Okay. We got an extra guy.
Should help keep me going.
Alright. Well, we got one guy. We got our life back and we got healed up. So that's kind of good. We'll take this room. I want to avoid the two side rooms. Like I said, I'm already down one life, so... If I was totally screwed, I would just purge everything and try to buy like the Titan blood. I still think, even though down 1 life, I still think we do have a chance of winning here. As long as we find the sack in this room. If we don't find the sack in this room, then our capability of winning is going to go down drastically, because I'm going to have to start digging into the hard ones. Into the hard ones. See, then I love a room like this because it's all full of little crappers that I can kill in 1 hit to get my health back. That's where Draining Cutter is really good, because it doesn't matter if it's like a powerful monster that you finished off with your special or some little crapper. You're still going to get 2% of your health back. So if you get a bunch of little crappers, well, then okay, we found the sack. We got some gold too.
Cerberus can never get enough of this stuff.
And we get a heal from this delicious whatever it is. Okay, so now you're at least going to get to see the last boss. I don't know if we'll kill him or not. So
that's quite a stash there, Charon.
I'm going to buy this Palm of Power because I have nothing else. There's no other point in having money. So this will give me the expensive, the stuff on the left here is more expensive, but the Palms of Power, if you buy them, give you 2 levels, and I think that the God things give you more.
Thank you, mate.
So I'm gonna power that up.
Extra blessing.
They're probably more likely to be rare. Okay, so we're gonna give Cerberus's.
Has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way?
Okay, so he takes the noms, and he's leaving. Alright, and now we're gonna fight the last boss. And I'm sure you can figure out what the last boss is.
Nice night, no?
It's Hades himself.
Again, you draw me from all my responsibilities back at the house.
I get a second or two to get a couple of cheap shots in on him.
You need assistance even now.
Nice, that actually landed. These flaming skulls eventually explode and drop crappy things on you. They shoot out these waves of thunder that you gotta dodge. They're kind of tricky to dodge, actually. And he can turn himself invisible. If the flaming skull hits you, it does burning blood, which I actually have yet to figure out what it actually does. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Hades has 2 forms. My goal is to get him to his second form as quickly as possible, because it's a lot. His second form, in my opinion, is a lot easier to deal with.
Where are you?
Now, actually, if I pop these skulls before they explode, I actually will get a couple of hit points back, because they do count as enemies for the sake of my draining cutter.
When shall they ever learn?
Ah, he turned himself invincible and blocked it. Damn it. Alright, I got a couple seconds of invincibility, so I'm gonna go ham on him. Damn it. Alright. Got him to his second form.
We are not finished.
These jars will stun you. You know, I never noticed, I just noticed this now. There's actually a countdown above those skulls of when they're going to explode. Yeah, pretty much. Not done yet. This is as big. This laser is his big attack, but you can hide. You can hide behind this other stuff to avoid it. Ah!
Damn it, I shall expect better results from you.
Yeah, well, you know. Well, that sucked.
He's strong, I'll give him that.
Hey, sir! Whoa, I guess you must have died out there again, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Alright, Hypnos.
So how has it been between you and your father lately, Zagreus? I know the two of you have lots of work ahead of you. Especially him.
Well, it's been alright, I guess. I think he's set in some of his ways. But at least we have some sort of understanding now. Even if he acts like everything is still the same when I'm out there on the job.
Yeah, that's all we can ask for is understanding.
He says it's so you put forth your fullest effort every time. All this is a big adjustment for him as well. Not that it's any excuse for how he's treated you. Are you all right seeing us together?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, I'm glad for you.
Well, let's talk to Doggo.
You know, after dying in some wretched manner, giving pets to my good boy sure helps me get back on my feet.
Aw.
The burning embers in the eyes of monstrous Cerberus, notorious Hound of Hell, reveal that he too is amenable to the pets of which the Underworld Prince speaks, and in fact is deeply grateful for the quantity of them.
He likes pets.
Speaking of which...
Oh, hey, now we can give him ambrosia. There you go.
That's right, boy. Ambrosia just for you. You're going to love it. Pretty much every creature, living or dead, does.
The 6 eyes of the hideous Hound of Hell go wide at once from having received the exquisite gift of rare Olympian ambrosia. The creature is rather beside himself.
We'll give him some pets.
You like it when you get pets like this, don't you, boy?
Oof. He's a good boy.
Don't tarry longer than you need to, lad.
Oh yeah, and you can also go into Hades' chamber himself and spend a bunch of something to advance in rank. And there's no real point to it other than you make yourself sound like a bigger badass. And Hades is pleased because he thinks you're a real go-getter.
You're back. You showed Electo again. She must be so mad.
Yeah.
See you soon, Meg.
Turn in our fish.
Dwelling beast for you, good chap.
We got a few fish. We got a key and some gems and a nectar. Nice. So, for the next run, our bonus weapon will be... Oh yeah, whenever I get up to 8 heat and clear a run, then I unlock this fabulous prize, which I have no idea what it is. Our next bonus weapon will be the sword. So, we'll try that next time. So, I hope you enjoyed this more detailed look at Hades. It's actually been one of my favorite games to come out this year. And just to prove that to you, let me show you something on my Switch page. Hades, played for 200 hours or more. This game came out a month ago. To compare it, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate played 170 hours, and that game came out 2 years ago. So, yeah, I'm a little obsessed with Hades, but it's pretty amazing. So, that's it for this one. Okay, this is a little extra addendum for the Hades video. I have to show this build that I got this run. I took look at this. I took a buff. I'm using the railgun weapon with the Gears of War charge shot, like I like to call it. But I took a buff that turns like the bomb you can launch. It lets you shoot 5 of them at once, and then I got the one that lets you that turns the bombs into rocket. The bombs that you lob into like rockets. So it becomes a rocket launcher. And then I took Poseidon's knockback effect on it. So the end effect is utter destrucity. Except I am taking a lot of hits but I had to show this. So for posterity, you get to see the rest of this run. All right, I got a crap load of money, so maybe I can buy something. I'll take some heals, some life, and I'll see what Ares has to give me. Reroll.
I would like none of these.
Yeah, no, I'm wrong. Next, after Slaying Fall, your next attack or special does hunt. But okay, yeah, that sounds legit.
It's war.
Every once in a while, that's the thing, is like every once in a while in this game, you just get an absolutely crazy setup.
Rematch.
We've nothing left to say to one another else. Ready. You shall have what you came to see. On.
Here, have this.
Look out, Mysterious.
See, every time I manually reload my gun, the first bullet in the chamber does a lot, does like a crap ton of extra damage. Oh god, he's gonna call Zeus. Probably gonna lose a line. I do have Athena's call, which briefly makes you invincible, which is about as useful as you could expect to being able to be temporarily invincible. Because it lets me stave off the bull's charge. And have a bunch of rockets. Beautiful.
Good stuff.
This is the millions and millions of our fans cheering for us.
Don't enter the seat a problem for a change.
Okay.
Why not? I still need these.
Kind of do.
I can do this again.
But if things go well, we might be able to get a diamond or a Titan blood. I want to say Hades blood because I get one for killing him at the end, but well, it's a Titan blood. Guess we got side hustle giving us extra gold. Well, let's see what we can do. If I get a grand, I can get a diamond. Well, I'm going to take Poseidon's first because I might get some kind of buff to knockback effect. Look at the carnage. I don't know how effective this is going to be on the last guy, though. But we do have our Gears of War charge-up bullets for that. I hate these rats.
Don't do that.
Oh man, I got a poison. Go away. Blast them. God, everywhere is poison. The whole freaking map is poison. Alright, well, give me something good. Your wounds with knockaway also rupture. Let's reroll.
I'd like to see more options.
Oh, the dash, the wave dash is always pretty good.
Tasty, sort of.
I heard a fish. I think I heard a fish. Yep, there's a fish.
That is a skipper.
Sure is. If nothing else, we'll get out of this run with a diamond. Get away from me. Boom! 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 That takes care of the crappy rats. Blow them up. Is that it? What a bunch of jabronis. Alright, well, we cleared it.
Hey, it's Satyr sack already.
Nice.
Now back to Cerberus.
Get some
I should be
heals.
able to get back through here. Could check the other passageways.
Grab a diamond. Let's just go for it.
Vigilant Cerberus decides to.
Just this once. You know, despite the fact that I've probably gone through this well over 100 times. But just this once, he's going to turn his back. Alright, here comes old Hades again. Like I said, I don't know if I'll beat him. But
Got here as quickly as I could.
I've other work to get to. Arm yourself and let us end this quickly.
spawn. We
The fury of Olympus.
Leave Olympus out of this.
I got Athena's buff, which grants me, if I have it full, it grants me a nice chunk of time of being invisible. Okay, we got into the second form. We still have one death to fight. I'd say we got a pretty reasonable chance of winning.
How long for you again?
Watch this. Okay, don't watch that. That was really bad.
Let's see you run from this.
Last chance.
Behold our power.
You wish to end them.
Do that.
Do it, do it. Damn it! Ah,
Until our next exchange.
that sucked. That was close, but if I'd had one more life before I got to him, I would have won easily. Oh well. That was the agenda. I had to document that weapon because it was so cool.